stagnating and struggling itself, as the first speaker said. They also claim that they also try to gaslight us into thinking that Asia's investments come with a hidden cost or whatever, even though they didn't clear that very much. But this critique applies equally to the West institutions, like the IMF, for example, which has historically imposed harsh austerity measures on Latin America. The key difference is that Asia offers long-term value, not just loans, but technology transfers, infrastructure, and access to rapidly growing markets. So Latin America can negotiate terms with Asian partners while still benefiting from their investment. Then they said, or they claimed, that the West would be more stable or promote stability. But I think that they kind of, stable is a little word, because what's happening in the West is stagnation. They're failing to grow themselves, as the first speaker of the proposition and the second one mentioned, as I mentioned in the beginning of my speech. So the West's stability is a double-edged sword. It comes with exploitative trade practices and a lack of real investments in Latin American development. In contrast, Asia offers tangible benefits. For example, China's Belt and Road Initiative has financed critical infrastructure such as railways in Argentina, and ports in Ecuador. Asian nations like Japan and South Korea are investing in renewable energy and technology projects. And I would like to just point out that they've been only talking about Asia as if it's only China. But what they also ignored is that Asia, there are strong other countries, in Asia, as our second speaker mentioned, Singapore, the Asia countries, not India too, for the ID investments and for example. Yes, you go ahead.
Can you provide examples how Singapore and India helped Latin America?
No, we're not talking about the past. We should that the motion.
How they help?
No. Yes, the motion clearly states that the American Latin should pursue relationships with them. We're not talking about what happened. We're talking about what should happen. So maybe they didn't have relationships with India, but they should. They should start building relationships with India, because India now is a growing force in the growing force in both the IT domains and as our second speaker mentioned. No. They also said that people will lose jobs and asked us if it's better to lose jobs in Latin America or have new investments. Well, the answer is clear. We want new investments. And what they ignored is that that's what a transition is. And losing jobs are just a short consequences. Of course, when we want to translate from something to another thing, from a system to another one, from a country to another one, people will lose their job. And that's normal. That's happened in every other country. That's just normal. That's the way we grow. That's the way we change. Because we cannot expect change if we do not have consequences. Go ahead.
So what is the trade-off of having these investments?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
What is the trade-off that you provide because of having these investments but sacrificing job loss?
Well, I'm just saying that it's okay to sacrifice jobs, but it's a short-term consequences, because we will lose jobs in the first years, but then these other investments that come from the Asian part will just grow bigger. We'll have other jobs, because losing a job doesn't mean we won't have a new one, because as you stated, losers will be lost, but others will be created, and those investments will be even better than the ones we lost, so we will have even bigger jobs, better job opportunities, and even most important one, no. So now let's go again. They also said that we should not sacrifice political, diplomatic and political relationships or whatever, but what the motion stating, what the proposition first speaker said in the framing, is that prioritizing Asia does not mean at all, or at least explain to us how and why, does not mean severing ties with the West. It means reducing over-reliance, dependency, and healthy dependency on a region that no longer serves Latin America's best interest. As our second speaker explained, diversizing economic and diplomatic relationships strengthens Latin America's resilience against global shocks, such as, for example, let's say COVID-19. Let's say, for example, also 2008 U.S. financial crisis. that the Latin Americans were horribly affected by. So prioritizing Asia creates balance, not isolation. We don't need to depend on only one side. We should be diversified, because if the West goes down, America and Latin will go down with them. But if they have relationships with Asian too, if Asia goes down, it does automatically mean they go down. If Americas go down, the West goes down, they want to go down with them. So now let's resolve our case. So our first speaker we explained that Asia is the worst economic engine. America is going back, it's stagnating, unless what the statistics have said. You claimed it's false, but when the statistics talk, the numbers have proved what's right. Your numbers didn't prove anything, sadly, because we haven't heard any numbers, by the way. The shift in global power is not just economic reality, it's an opportunity for Latin America to align itself with the fastest growing markets, industries, and technologies. Focusing on Asia allows Latin America to modernize their economy and to reduce dependence on outdated structures. So the opposition has failed to demonstrate how continuing reliance on the West benefits Latin America. In contrast, we have shown that prioritizing Asia is not just beneficial, but